This video is for all my people out there who love their skin routine and love to take care of their skin. And this is how you're going to save money. This is how I save money with skincare. So there's a million products out there, right? Every day they're trying to come out with something new to tell you to buy and whatnot. And every day, most people see this really expensive item. They're like, oh my God, it costs $100. It must be good. And then they buy it, or they don't even think about that it's $100 and they buy it anyways. And trust me, I've spent my fair share on that too. And one of the things I realized is I have this app, right? It's called the Yuka app, Y-U-K-A, Yuka app. And what it does, it doesn't just do food, it does cosmetics. So if you scan your cosmetics, it'll tell you what's in it, what each ingredient is, and if it's good or bad for you. It has a scale of 0 to 100. And what I realized starting this app is your face, you need, like, you cleanse it and then moisturize, and people put at night like retinoid on it. There's not that whole much. You don't need to I know some people who would do 8 different things for the routine at night. And I'm like, you don't need all that. I mean, hey, it's great if you do that and it works for you. But if you're trying to save money and you're trying to really save money right now. So I use Cetaphil, right? Cetaphil, it's the one that literally on the Yuka app, it's like almost 100. And I use that from a moisturizer. Cetaphil is so cheap. I get like 18 ounces for like 20 bucks, if that. So I use that every day. The other thing I use is some hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is so cheap, right? I used to actually make this stuff. I know how much it costs to make it, but then they go and sell an ounce of it for $30 freaking dollars. That's ridiculous. I can make an entire gallon for literally $1. I'm not even kidding. So what I do is, when you're looking at something, I instantly go to Amazon because I like getting it right away. Go to Amazon and I look for the cheapest one they have. And then I put it in the Yuka app. I actually put it in the Yuka app first, hyaluronic acid, and then I look at which one is the best for you, and then I put it in on Amazon. So I always price check, because there's a sales tactic people use, and it's like, if I put $100 on this bottle versus 30, people will put more value on it because it's $100, and it works all the time. It worked on me, it works on you. So when you see a $100 bottle, you're like, oh, it must be really good, right? So when you buy it, when you can get the same exact thing that's probably actually better for you, probably doesn't have all these chemicals in it, for $15. So that's what I use. I have that. I have hyaluronic acid. And one of the biggest things I have that I love, I have tretinoin and tazarotene. That is anti-aging. It is 50 times more powerful than retinol. They used to call it the old woman's anti-aging miracle cream back in the day or whatever. So I used to I love the place. It's called Laserway. I love that place. I still go to it because I bought a bunch of stuff a while ago and I got good deals. So I got the Clear and Brilliant, which is that's laser resurfacing. I got 12. I spent like $3,000. It was a really good deal. Like, if you went to go get it anywhere else, it would cost you double that, if not more. And a lot of people, they spend so much money on that stuff. And I did too. And now I'm not. And I found out the easiest way to save money. So instead of getting laser resurfacing, which it lasts a long period of time, it could last you like a year or so, but you want to figure out something long-term where you don't have to spend $5,000 a year on your face for, let's say, resurfacing. So I use tazarotene and tretinoin, and it's 50 times more powerful than retinol. And it's used for acne. They advertise it really heavily for acne now because, more people care about their acne, and it sells faster than anti-aging, I would assume. A lot of people use it for anti-aging too. And it makes your skin cells turn over like, I don't know, 5 times faster than normal or whatever. So what I do is, do you know how much that cost me? For an entire year's supply of that stuff, it cost me $300. And that's something I can use. You don't want to use it every day because it's very, very powerful. A couple times a week. I use that. It makes my face look so amazing. Don't get me wrong, my Clear and Brilliant makes my face look amazing too right away. But long term, Are you going to be spending $5,000 a year, if not more, doing your Clear and Brilliant when you could get tretinoin or tazarotene cream and put it on a couple times a week, and if not, get way better benefit from that face-wise and only spend $300 a year? That's the thing. When you're looking, especially my skincare people, to save money, if you look to save money, you will find ways to saving money. And that's all I do. I mean, look at me. I'm 30 years old. I have good genes. I will say that. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm 30 years old, and it's the skin routine that makes me look amazing, which I'm not doubting that. But a lot of people who look really good for their age, it's because of genetics. Let's be real. And then they use that to sell stuff. And what I'm selling you today is how to save money. I'm not selling anything. Just how to save money. How to put yourself in a better position. How to not have 20 different products on your skin when you only need 3. Cetaphil is for moisturizing. And then I use sometimes hyaluronic acid. And then I'll do like a toner. And then I put moisturize again. And then I put on my tazarotene or tretinoin. And I only do that. I switch between the two. And I only do that like, I'm at like twice a week right now. Because you gotta be careful with the sun and everything with that. And that's what I do. And it costs me like nothing right now. I've been going to LaserWay since 2017. I've probably spent $30,000 there. I'm not even kidding. And since I've been trying to save money now, and when I've been on my Dave Ramsey kick, I found ways to save so much money. If you look for ways to save money, you will find it. And it's even better because now I don't need 10 different products. I have like, 4 products now, 5 products, whatever it is. And I'm great. And my skin looks better than ever. I don't have to worry about spending $5,000 a year now on skincare. And every time I go in there, I love them. But every time you go in there, you know, you go to a laser place, they're going to try to sell you. That's their job. And I love the girls there. They're awesome. They're my favorite people ever. That's the other thing. They're so good. They're so nice to you. So it makes you feel bad for not buying stuff. So you want to buy more. But I will say, most people who go in there, they do have the money to do that. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who go in there who don't have the money to do that. And the other thing is with those places now, it's called Care Credit. So they put you on a credit card. If you were like, oh, well, I can't afford $5,000, they'll be like, oh, well, we can put you on credit credit for 2 years, 0 interest, and it's $400 a month. And you're like, okay, I can now afford it. But you can't because you can't buy cash. You don't want to do that. It's just going to be another bill that you have that you have to freak out about, that you're going to, stress out about. So why do you want to have that? So that's just my kind of 2 cents to all my people in the skincare industry that like looking good. And that's, hopefully you guys will take that advice. And the tazarotene and tretinoin, you have to go on, I use Redbox. So it comes straight from the pharmacy. They ship it straight to you. And you have to get a prescription again. So like you take a picture of yourself, you send in your stuff, and they send it to you. And again, I think I paid like $300 for like a full year, even though you don't buy a year at a time, you buy it's like, like 6 months or 3 months or whatever. But that's, what I do, and that's how I save a lot of money on skincare, and I can still look good. And I can look actually even better now. I think I look better now than when I do all those things because tazarotene and tretinoin, again, it's 50 times more powerful than retinol, and it's prescription strength. I can use that as much as I want, and it doesn't cost me much. Now, if I want to look amazing, I can go get Clear and Brilliant done once a month. But do you know how much it costs for a Clear and Brilliant? It's like $750 if you just buy one at a time. I ended up getting like 12. It's a crazy thing I got. I got it for like $3,000. I had a friend of mine who's actually in the industry, and he asked me how much I pay. He's like, oh, why don't you come over here? How much did you pay? I told him. He's like, oh, no. He's like, I can't do that. I'm like, I know you can't do that because I get the best deals because I've been going there since 2017 and they love me. But that was kind of like my 2 cents on the whole skincare thing.